So this is part 2 on developing your form. And we talked last week on drawing your anchor point, how your hand holding the bow should be loose, not tight, but just a loose grip. And that arm should be slightly bent. The arm that you're using to hold the bow should be slightly bent. So now we're going to talk about actually shooting and firing some arrows. So we're not concerned about where these arrows are hitting the target just yet. We want to be still focused on our form, our release, and our follow through. So what you want to do is get about 5 yards from a target, closer the better, that way you're not losing arrows, but you're also not having to think about where your arrows are going initially. And we're going to draw back. We're going to get down to our anchor point that we've been practicing. We want our left hand to have a loose grip on the bow, or your right hand if you're left-handed. The arm that's holding the bow, just a slight bend in that elbow. And now what we want to focus on is the release. So the analogy that I use, maybe sounds kind of silly, but it's like you're petting a butterfly. Just a super soft release. You don't want anything to be jerky. You don't want to be pulling the trigger on that release. But once you get to where you think you're on target, just focus on releasing. And as I release, I want that arm that's holding the bow to stay in the same spot, the same location, but my hands stay loose, keeping a loose grip on the bow so that when I do release, the bow kind of falls forward. The reason why you don't want to grip your bow tight is just the smallest little millimeter of a torque can actually change the flight of that arrow significantly, especially as you get to some further yardage. So we want to draw back, get down to our anchor point that we've been practicing. My left hand is at a loose grip, fingertips barely touching. My left elbow is slightly bent. And I'm gonna just barely pet the release and hold that left arm steady and keep my hand loose and let the bow follow through. I would probably shoot 30 or 40 arrows like this before we worry about sighting in the bow. And that's gonna create that great foundation. It's gonna help you in the long run. You can have the best equipment in the world, but if you don't have proper form and technique, you're going to have nothing but problems down the road.
Not only is proper form and technique important for accuracy, but it could also prevent injury. Remember, this is a weapon.
If you found this video helpful, go ahead and hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. And in the comments below, let us know of other things you'd like to learn about. Any questions you may have regarding hunting, bow hunting. This has been your Wild Tech Tip of the Week, brought to you by Donald Trump. I'm pretty sure he approves this message.
Practice my balance and my form.
Hitting the bullseye every time doing this. Maybe this will be my new form.